say, five goals in 2 games. Great way to start the year, and I guess the main thing is 2 wins from 2 games.
Yeah, that is the main thing. It doesn't matter about the goals, it doesn't matter about who scores them or whatever. We're a team, so I'm really pleased with our girls, and hopefully our next few games we can get a bit better and start our games the way we finish.
I guess the thing that both times you come back from 1-0 down, is that something that the girls look to address in these couple of weeks going forward?
There was 1-0. We went in Adelaide, weren't we?
We were.
Yeah,
oh,
it was 1-0.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, no, it's actually scary coming from 1 down. There's like put so much pressure on all the strikers just to try and get that 1 goal to get us going, but we did it, and yeah, so lucky.
I guess those first 2 games against Adelaide and also Perth, I know you expected to win both of those, but there's some of the tricky ones, or sometimes the ones that...
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
I think we went into both the games thinking that they were going to be a bit easier games, but they put it to us. Both teams actually did. So we were pretty lucky to come away with the wins. We haven't been playing the best football that we can. So hopefully in our next game we can show everyone how much better we really are.
What was that difference in that second half? What was the adjustments that sort of made the second half?
Pretty much just to switch the ball around and play feet. We kept trying to do a long ball to the strikers. It wasn't working, so we went out to try and switch it around. I think we did it a couple of times, and it worked better.
It's like yourself and your combination with Taryn there starting to click there with a couple of goals.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're going good.
No worries.
It took a while to break them down there. What did you make of their game plan, their way to sort of disrupt you and sit at the back a lot?
I have to say, like, this game was really similar to the Adelaide game, mainly how we played in the first half and then how we played in the second half. So I think we played 40 minutes in the second half. That's our focus, how we should play 90 minutes, not just 40 minutes. So the first 40 minutes in second half, I think that was our style. That was us, a combination on the ground, movement, fast passing, fast movement, that was us. So I think this playing fast and be quick on the ball helped us in the second half a lot.
I guess both goals were down to, I guess a little bit lax that last one, and the first one just a defensive error, just fix up those little things towards the back as well.
Oh, it's again, yeah, it was our individual mistakes a little bit, so I think that's what we have to work on. And I have to say, we played first game with our new centre back, so I think it was, we could see that the cooperation between our 2 centre backs weren't so good. We saw a few mistakes there, and that's what we have to fix for the next games, because we know Sydney and other teams will be much stronger, and any mistake can cost us points. So again, we have to work on that.
Ellie Brush was out this week. Is she going to be back soon?
We are doing everything that she will be back during the next week, and she could actually play in this game, but we just decided that it's probably better when she will just rest and recover, and she will be ready for Saturday.
And Michelle, you've got a bit of an ice pack there on the knee. Is that a significant concern, or just nothing too major? Okay, cool. No worries.
Taryn, like we were saying before, it must be good to be able to work with up front with someone like Michelle, and the way she's putting those goals away just makes it feel pretty easy.
Yeah, it makes it easy for me. It's always good when you have someone who can finish pretty easily with their chances, and she seems to be on a roll right now. So yeah, I definitely look for her a lot, and she deserves it.
What do you see your role? Do you see your main role as a provider or as a scorer in this team?
Obviously, I'd like to be both, but I definly don't mind being the provider in any time. I think both roles are really important, and today I could have scored and I didn't, so I have to work on that. But at least I was able to do some things for the team.
What's the adjustment you were trying to make from US football to our football? What's the biggest difference?
With this team especially, I think it's been a little more direct. So just kind of being ready to go forward a lot more instead of trying to play around a little bit. So yeah, and the fact that I was playing defense in the US too, so it's a little bit different. So.
How was that just adjustment been for you, playing defence mostly over there and coming in and expecting to be the playmaker?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I started as a forward there too, so it's not like I've never played forward before, but I didn't want to play defense, and then I started liking it, and so now I'm back at forward, and whatever, it works.
And it looked like it took a little bit to get warmed up and get into the game at the start for you. Was there something that you changed after the first 20 minutes or 30 minutes to bring you more into the action?
Yeah, I think I had a slow start. I didn't play very well, and I kind of lost a couple balls right away, so I think a lot of it was mentally getting back into the game and not being too focused on those mistakes and just kind of going after the ball and trying to pick it back up myself so I could play with make my team look better.
I guess the ball has worked out pretty well as well. We've got Perth Glory first up and a chance for all these new players to gel in, and then Sydney and these sort of teams coming up as a chance to have a couple of hits before they come up. So.
Yeah, for sure. It's good that everyone's getting a chance to play and show what they can do. So we can get the best lineup out there and feel comfortable with anyone, depending, injuries and anything else that happens. So.
And will the strategy be a bit different next week against potentially tougher opposition?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Keeping it close to the chest at this point?
Not allowed to know. We're not allowed to know.
Fair enough.
And any injuries, concerns over the game? Anyone else?
I don't think. No, we are okay. So.